Hi everyone, welcome to Michelle on the Money. We are all about bringing you the latest stories about money in Missouri and Illinois from this week, from ways to save money and of course spend money better, as well as taking a look at our biggest money headlines. Let's start with those quarter pounders because they are now back on the menu at McDonald's. The return of the classic burger comes after tests revealed that the beef patties tested negative for E. coli. It was really about those onions. The quarter pounder will not feature onions as the CDC and FDA continue to investigate. The outbreak linked to the burger has killed at least one person and sickened at least 75 people across 13 states, and that does include Missouri. We are also investigating a major concern regarding infant neck floats. They are currently under fire from federal regulators who are debating whether the item should be banned altogether. So these neck floats are marketed as a safer way to keep a baby's neck and head above water in a bathtub or a pool. At least 2 babies have died, and there have been at least 85 reports of babies slipping through those neck floats in the last 5 years. The commissioner of the Consumer Product Safety Commission, who's also a former lifeguard, went as far to say that they should be banned altogether, but that was voted down. Earlier in the week, the CPSC said it would formally introduce tougher rules regarding the float's design and testing. Well, right now it is time to clean out your medicine cabinets. The DEA says unused medications often end up in the wrong hands, which of course can be dangerous and even deadly. Mandy Gaither has 5 medications that a doctor says you should never leave unused in your home.
Whether it's unused or expired, disposing of prescription medications properly can reduce risk of accidental use or intentional misuse.
When we think about drugs that we want to get out of our medicine cabinets, the reality is that the answer should probably be most drugs that have outlived their original indication.
Dr. Holly Geyer with Mayo Clinic says it can be dangerous for medications to be used differently from how they were prescribed.
It is best to get these drugs out of the house unless you have specific reasons by your provider to keep them in the house when you're done with them.
But Geyer says there are 5 groups of prescription medications you should never leave unused in your home. Opioids top the list. Last year, this drug was linked to more than 81,000 overdose deaths in the U.S., according to CDC provisional data. Next, Geyer says certain anti-anxiety medications.
These are ones like lorazepam or alprazolam. As drug class, they can be toxic, especially when combined with other drugs that can be sedating.
Third, certain sleeping medications should be discarded or locked up when they're no longer needed. Fourth, muscle relaxers. If used with other substances, these can increase overdose risk. Finally, Geyer says unused cough medications should also be discarded.
We've recognized something called robotripping in that teenage population if there's dextromethorphan in the drug. So cough medicines can be toxic even if you purchase them over the counter. Get them out if you no longer need them.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
All right, let's switch gears here and bring you the latest on some job opportunities happening around our area. Right now, we know that the city of St. Louis is looking to hire. There are immediate openings for fleet and maintenance technicians, also correctional officers. These jobs also come with a hiring bonus. Qualifications are required for the fleet maintenance positions. And anyone looking for a job in law enforcement, police officers are needed at Lambert Airport. Now, these are full-time jobs. They pay up to $68,000 a year, and they come with a hiring bonus and even a commuting allowance. In order to be eligible for the job, you do need to be at least 21 years old and have your peace officer standards and training certification. And if you haven't already done so, get the 47th Annual Diversity Job Fair St. Louis on your calendar. You will have to meet, face-to-face with employers. This is on Wednesday, November 6th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. This is all happening at the North County Rec Complex on Redmond Avenue, and a wide range of jobs are available from information technology to insurance to banking and transportation. This event is open to the general public and is absolutely free for people looking for jobs. Now, for more information about job openings in our area, you can just text the word career to 314-425-5355. In the meantime, a major development regarding Lambert International Airport's new terminal project. The Federal Aviation Administration found that construction will not have significant environmental impacts. So that's a huge deal because it's one of the last steps before construction can actually start. And now Lambert just has to convince airlines to help pay for that $3 billion project. And if you are headed to the airport anytime soon, the Department of Transportation wants you to know that automatic refund rules are now in effect if your flight gets canceled or is significantly delayed. Amy Kiley has details.
Before your next takeoff, take a look at your new passenger rights. The Transportation Secretary says automatic airfare refund rules took effect yesterday.
You get your money back, and you get your money back without having to ask.
Here he is discussing them back in April before Congress enshrined them in the FAA Reauthorization Act.
When an airline knows that anybody on a flight that's going to get canceled is going to get their money back, it gives them more of a reason to make the investments and the realistic schedules that prevent that from happening to you in the first place.
If your flight is disrupted and you don't rebook, you get an automatic cash refund within 20 days. That applies to cancellations, domestic delays of 3 or more hours, and international delays of at least 6 hours. Separate rules mandate a luggage fee refund if you don't get your bag by a certain time, and refunds for prepaid services like seat selection and Wi-Fi if you don't receive them.
I think airlines are just going to have to realize that consumers, you can't just capture them forever with bad policy.
A group representing major airlines says it's on board with automatic refunds, though the rules have faced pushback from the industry.
The market got distorted with some of these tactics in which airlines basically had too much power over the consumers.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Well, Missouri is planning to spend millions on a new lab. This is to monitor the safety and potency of cannabis products sold across the state. According to our partners at the St. Louis Business Journal, a state lab in Jefferson City would test more than $1 billion. That's with a B, $1 billion worth of products. They would check for contaminants and accurate THC levels. State marijuana tax money is funding this lab, and it is expected to be fully operational by next year. A new Overstock store is going to open this Saturday in Eureka. According to our partners at the Leader Publications, the store will be at the Hilltop Village Center Drive. Planet Overstock sells unsold items from big box stores at a reduced price. The Eureka store will be open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And that's not the only new business coming to Missouri. A brand new Chipotle opened up earlier in Wentzville. The new location is on Wentzville Parkway and will be open from 10:45 to 10 p.m. every day. The Chipotle will also have a drive-through pickup lane for those digital orders. And the popular sandwich franchise Subway, you may have heard of this, is being sued by customers for misleading them. And while Subway is in the hot seat, other chains could be impacted as well.
You wanted a spicy deal?
Subway now facing scrutiny in a proposed new class action lawsuit. The plaintiff, Anna Tollison, accusing the restaurant chain of grossly misleading customers after she bought a steak and cheese sandwich that the suit says contained 200% less meat than the heroes depicted in Subway ads. Tollison's suit argues that Subway's actions are especially concerning now that inflation, food, and meat prices are very high, adding many customers are struggling financially.
Wait, Subway did what?
And the suit says other Subway customers have noticed shrinkage in its sandwiches as well.
This one looks really skimpy compared to the picture.
Similar lawsuits filed in the same court against McDonald's, Wendy's, and Taco Bell were dismissed last year. NBC News has reached out to Subway for comment. With more than 20,000 U.S. locations, this is not the first time Subway has come under fire for not meeting customers' expectations, like this mystery meat lawsuit filed in 2021.
California residents sued the restaurant chain, claiming that an independent test of the ingredients revealed that the sandwiches are made from, quote, anything but tuna.
Always a bad day when you have to launch an independent test to prove that your tuna is in fact tuna.
Yeah.
A separate lawsuit argued Subway's famous footlong sandwiches were not actually a foot long. Both of those cases were eventually dismissed.
Where the chicken at?
Over the summer, another popular food chain, Chipotle, received customer criticism for smaller portion sizes.
When I get a bowl and they give me 2 pieces of chicken, I'm like, can you just add 1 more scoop? And they're like, do you want double meat? I'm like, no, I just want the chicken I asked for.
At the time, Chipotle's CEO admitted the social media criticism was fair, and as a result, the company planned to reevaluate its portion sizes. Complaints piling up as a difficult economy has consumers asking to get what they pay for. Michelle Lee, 5 on your side. And right now, one of Missouri's largest employers plans to relocate hundreds of jobs out of the St. Louis area. Our partners at the St. Louis Business Journal report that AT&T is consolidating some work functions in St. Louis and moving them to other cities. Hundreds of positions could be impacted here. The types of roles impacted have not been announced, but AT&T tells the Business Journal that the consolidation will be finished by mid-2025. This measure comes just weeks after the company reassigned employees from its Earth City office building to an office building in downtown St. Louis on Pine Street. Amazon currently offering its Prime members discounts on gas. Did you hear about this? The e-commerce giant announced it is allowing members to save 10 cents at the pump. And while that may seem like a small number, they say it averages up to about $70 a year. Members can buy fuel from any participating BP, Amoco, and AM/PM gas stations. To get access to that discount, you will need to link your Amazon Prime account to Earnify, which is a loyalty program app by BP. And then check this out. Apple just released a free software update that'll inject artificial intelligence into its iPhone 16. The upgrade is part of the iOS 18 operating system. It'll turn Apple's virtual assistant Siri into a more conversational and versatile companion. 2 of last year's premium iPhone 15 models can also process the AI features. And then did you see this? Retro is back on the rise. This weekend, NBC's Gotti Schwartz reports on how disposable cameras are becoming more popular with the younger generations.
From Snoop Dogg at the Olympics to Hope Walls at the Democratic National Convention, suddenly disposable cameras seem everywhere.
1, 2, 3.
For photographers and friends Allison Blackman and Asia Villacrez,
That was a good one.
it's all about the look and the experience.
Why a disposable camera?
I think just the easiness of it. It's cool because you don't know what you're seeing and what you're gonna get.
Do you carry disposable cameras with you?
Yes, I always have one on deck.
You have one right now. Wow.
We set out to shoot a few rolls
2, 1.
Nice.
at one of the most photographed places in LA.
Let's hope it's in frame.
I like it just because it keeps me very present.
Compared to the camera we're all carrying in our pockets.
All right, so we've got a phone.
It's 10 times better.
Yeah.
It's 10 times better, I'll promise you.
You could unlimited pictures. The quality is better.
It's the vibe.
It's the vibe.
According to Kodak Moments, it's more than just vibes. Sales of the company's single-use cameras have doubled over the last 5 years, driven largely by millennials and Gen Z.
It's social media. They're seeing it on TikTok. They're seeing it on Instagram.
Phil Stebley owns a darkroom in San Clemente, California, where his lab technicians process and recycle 200 to 300 disposable cameras every single day.
Young people now enjoy it a lot. They didn't grow up with physical prints where old people like me, that's how we saw our photos.
And then there's the weight. Each print, a time capsule into the past.
It's the beauty of it. It's kind of like Christmas morning, opening up your photos and seeing and remembering all those little moments.
I love how they said it's like a vibe. All right, Thanksgiving is just around the corner, and we want to help you save big bucks on your meal. Right now, we can tell you that Target is offering a meal bundle for just $20. That's actually $5 less than last year. That meal feeds 4 people and includes all the traditional Thanksgiving favorites. The bundle offers a frozen turkey of up to 10 pounds, potatoes, canned greens, cream of mushroom soup, box stuffing, and jarred gravy. Now, Target isn't the only store throwing deals your way this holiday season. We know that Sam's Club says its Members Mark Thanksgiving meal is going for less than $100, and it can also feed up to 10 people. In addition, the company says it can be delivered directly to members' homes in less than 2 hours. That meal is pre-cooked and ready to serve also in 2 hours as well. And then check this out. Walmart is hosting 3 special sales this holiday shopping season. Online deals begin November 11th, and then stores will open at 6 a.m. on Black Friday. Cyber Monday sales will begin online at 8 p.m. on Sunday, December 1st, and the big box store is also going to offer exclusive sales to Walmart Plus members. All right, that's going to do it for our top consumer stories of the week. Thanks so much for watching Michelle on the Money, and we'll see you again next weekend right here on the 5+ app.